Hey, it's a lock party.
The station in the mix. Music. Back to back. Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track. 107. The Lock.
Check. Campaign checking in. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever in the city beautiful, this is Orlando's Culture Shades and coming live and direct. Welcome to the Lock Party. This is 107 The Lock in the building. This is what we do. Ladies and gentlemen, I have a very special guest. This is our very first guest, our inaugural guest. We're popping bottles tonight. It's a celebration. Please talk to the city, talk to the people, let the people know what the vibe is.
What's good, Orlando City Beautiful 407? It's your boy, Darien the Great. I'm here vibing with my boy, Campaign JT over here, my bad. TK. My bad, it's all
Shout
good,
out
though.
to TK in the building.
over here, man.
Yo,
TK making that
round of
movie
applause.
magic.
Can we do a round of applause for TK? Because the only reason we're in this room right now is because of TK.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? This is, and from my perspective, I don't want to take credit away from anyone who deserves it, but I was in here a couple months ago when this room did not exist. This was dust. This was a lot of I don't want to say what was it?
Subtle?
Not asbestos. What's the other thing? Drywall.
Drywall.
A lot of drywall. This was Drywall USA in here. But shout out to 107 The Lock, of course. But shout out to Iconic Vision Studios.
Yes, sir.
This is our home, and I feel at home. And it's such an honor to welcome longtime friends of the studio, longtime friends of the founder, and brand new friends of the radio station. So, for people like me that are uninitiated, give us the rundown. Who are we in the presence of? I love your hat, by the way.
Appreciate it, man.
I respect any black man that walks into an interview with his hat.
Appreciate it, man. Yeah, my name is Darien the Great. I've been a music artist for 20-something years of my life, but I definitely started taking it more seriously in my early 20s, I would like to say. I've been recording with Byron since 2018, so he's been my guy. Stuck through him through thick and thin, man, and we've had a hell of a ride, man. It's been amazing, bro.
Take us on a walk through those 20 years. That's a long time to be making music.
Yeah, man. So I started back when I was like, it's about 25 years. I'm thinking I'm older than I look, man.
Well, I'm 27, so whatever you tell me at this point, I gotta go with it.
I'm 32, but yeah, man, I've been doing music since I was about 7 years old, just playing music. I started playing piano when I was about 7, performing on stage. I have 3 little brothers. Actually, we started playing music together, and this is how the whole thing started for us. All started in a group called Third Generation. We all rap, we all sing and play instruments, and I started taking it more seriously and broke off into a solo career in my early 20s.
Well, I feel like I heard that name. Third Generation.
Third Generation. I mean, it was.
Well, I feel like I heard. I mean, I'm born and raised in Orlando. I'm an Orlando native.
It's a big name in Orlando at one point.
Are you Orlando native, or are you new? I call it new native.
So your
story starts somewhere else, but you've been in Orlando long enough.
I've been in
Orlando
long enough. Yeah, y'all claim me. It was an adopted city. I'm from Titusville, which is about a good 30, 40 minutes away from here. But Orlando adopted me ever since. I've been doing a lot of open mics, a lot of festivals and music showcases around here.
Absolutely. Shout out to Titusville. Big shout out to Titusville.
Yeah,
Is that an unappreciated like musical city, Titusville? Is there a lot of music come out of Titusville?
There's a lot of music that come out, but I feel like it's unappreciated, man. A lot of talent is from Titusville and the surrounding areas out there in Brevard County. Shout out to Brevard County, but I feel like Orlando's where this place to be, man. It's just I knew I was gonna break it out here if I was gonna do something.
Depending on who you're talking to, you could be from anywhere in Central Florida, and they're gonna say you're from Orlando.
You're right.
You
Exactly.
could be from Kissimmee. You could be from Walt Disney World. They're gonna say so. But tell me a little bit, as someone who does not know. I don't spend a whole lot of time in Titusville. I've been out there a couple times.
Yeah.
Sometimes by accident. Sometimes for a girl, and you just look at the sign and say, "Oh, Titusville. Okay, yeah. I'm a little ways from home."
Yeah.
What was that upbringing like though? Like, take me back to Titusville in those early days.
It's just a small town vibe, man. Like you just grow up, you play basketball all the time, you go to school, but it was just really small town vibes. Everybody know everybody, man. That's really what it's about out there.
What were some of your earliest like inspirations or influences as an artist?
Ooh, as an artist, Michael Jackson, man. That's why I wear the hat, because Michael Jackson was my biggest inspiration growing up. I remember watching like the Moonwalker movie, all of his music videos. That was one of my biggest inspirations growing up, man. I got a Michael Jackson tattoo, so it's definitely a big
on
inspiration.
Your body?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
How did that happen?
I just after he passed away, man, I was like, man, like as soon as I heard that he passed away back in like 2009, man, I was just like devastated, bro. So I knew I had to dedicate something to him, man, and I knew it was gonna be through my music, but I know I'm never gonna be able to top that for him as far as like music. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it through another expression of art.
No, shout out to the legend, man. Shout out to the legend for true.
Yeah, man.
But speaking of some young legends, again, I've heard of of that group. So how does a group come together? Because I know sometimes it's very difficult to get 3 artists. Have you ever worked with artists?
Yeah.
Like, I know you're an artist, but like, have you ever taken yourself
It's-
out of being an artist and looking like, I might be a little bit of a diva.
It's
Like,
really
like,
difficult. You got
a
egos.
lot of main character energy.
Exactly.
in
You got a
group.
lot of ego, and I feel like it was me. I'm the oldest of my 3 brothers, so there was 4 of us. We grew up like the Jacksons, man. So it was kind
Got you.
of like Jackson 5 almost. So
So you bring that switch out when,
I was
when
a-
they start getting.
well, I wasn't Joe.
When they get too rowdy.
I wasn't Joe. That was my dad. But nah, but for real though, yeah, like it's just being able to manage everybody. Say, hey, you gotta hold everybody accountable. We had practice at certain days after school, so we were really on it, trying to get as much as we can done.
Okay. Tell me about the dynamic. For again, this station, these conversations that we have in here, our audience is for the world.
Yeah.
That looks at Orlando as, well, oh, you're from Florida. If you're not from Miami, then you're from Orlando.
Yeah.
Like, but break it down exactly. Like, what are some of the dynamics in the group that made it work, that made it so successful?
So the dynamics are, it's just, I always tell people when it came to people who saw me perform, if you think I'm something, you should have saw the 4 of us on a stage, man. That dynamic and energy, it was unmatched, man. Like, we were all basically intertwined with each other, bro.
Yeah.
We picked up on each other's energy. We danced, we sung, we harmonized, we did all that stuff together, man. And
was it competition?
it was a lot of friendly competition, man. Like, one of us was trying to one up the other, but it
Like,
it
y'all
worked,
gonna
man.
stop playing with me like I'm not big. I'm big bro for a reason.
Yeah.
Not saying I'm the Beyonce of the group,
Nah.
but I was first.
I was first.
So-
I was like, and the best part about it, man, you could put any of us as a lead, and we all would just rock it, man. That was the crazy part about it. So any of us could have been a lead on any given night.
What were some of your biggest moments as a group?
We had a few moments where we did a music festival out here at over at Lake Eola.
Okay.
Actually, that was one of our biggest moments, being able to do that for a holiday. I'm thinking it was it Halloween, or it was Halloween. We did a Halloween festival they had out there years ago, and that was one of our biggest moments, that we were able to be in front of like thousands of people.
The real heart of the city.
Yeah, man, right downtown.
That's beautiful. But again, I'm a nerd, so I like history.
Yeah.
I like going back down history. But moving forward, you have not stopped. You have not been deterred from your dreams. What was that experience like, transitioning from being in a group, from being the brother that compliments his brother, to now I am the main character. I'm making these investments on my own face, for my own work, for my own catalog.
I just feel like it goes back to like having passion for music, man. Like, if you're passionate about something, you're gonna follow your dream, man. Then that's gonna be no matter what nobody says, no matter what situation you're in. I don't care how big or small you're gonna do something. You're gonna do it to your level of capacity, because you want to chase your dream. So transitioning from the group to myself, I just knew that I wanted to get out and get known from places. Like, I just wanted to go, and I've had opportunities and be in areas where I never thought I would go. Like, I've seen my music reach all the way across the world, man. I had I featured on somebody's song from Nigeria, bro.
Really?
Yeah, they reached out and they were like, hey, I need to get you on my song. And that song is blown up right now, man. That song has about 250,000 streams worldwide right now.
I feel like we're gonna be jumping all over the place.
Oh, yeah, we jumping all over the place.
Tell
It's
me
a
about
lot.
Nigeria.
So,
how did
I don't know. I don't know how it happened. He just saw me on
you got
social
some
media.
Afro
man.
beats in you?
I don't have any Afro beats, man. I guess he was like, man, I was like, I got to get that American style somewhere. But man, he was a young artist. His name is Seor. Shout out to Seor.
Big shout out to Seor.
So yeah, he hit me up back in like 2020. He was like, Darien, I got to get you on the song, man. I was like, all right, man, send me the beat. As soon as I heard that beat, I was like, all right, say less, man. I got it. So I came over here and got Byron. I was like, Byron, I got to record this, man, real quick.
Big Byron, not the little one.
Yeah, Big Byron. And I was like, sending that back to him. He was like, all right, I got you, man. I want you to go ahead and just promote it what you can, and we're going to make this thing blow up. And sure enough, in a matter of a month, I seen 100,000 streams on that song just right off the rip. I was like, dawg, man, we got to keep pushing this thing.
Listen, if you're an artist and you're listening right now, I'm not saying you have to hit up Byron, because he probably won't answer.
That man will make you hits, man.
But hit up Byron.
Byron will make you hits.
Yeah, hit up Byron. But again, being an artist is not for everybody. I knew from a very early age I was not going to be an artist.
Yeah.
I knew I appreciated from the bleachers. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My grandfather was a DJ.
Nice.
My grandmother was a bartender. So I have a great deal of respect for you guys that go on the stage and actually do the performance, actually do the work, actually do the crowd work. But I know it's not easy. It's not all glamorous. It's not all, nice hats and chains. You
Yeah.
feel me? And $1 million smiles.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the challenges, some of the struggles.
So a lot of the challenges, man, is really just trying to get your name out of there. That's going to be a big thing. Financially, you're going to have to put a lot of money into marketing, promotions.
How much money?
A lot. Like
Put a number on it.
I remember one year, I tried to put I did a whole album one year, and it's funny because before I met Byron, it was like 2017. I did a whole album, and I spent like a good $8,000 on an album before, and it was a good album. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think I got the marketing behind it. So I was like, you know what? I need to reapproach myself, and I ended up swapping to go to Byron at this point, and I was like, I'm gonna put about another $10,000 into marketing. So that's how I got most of my streams. I got almost 100,000 streams on just my catalog alone right now, just trying to continue to market it and promote my music and get it out in front of people.
Obviously marketing is important, but is catalog the most important thing as an artist?
I feel like the catalog is the most important thing. It doesn't matter if you put out a single, if you put out an album, just put music out, put out content. Actually, just like your catalog's important, but putting out content so people know where to find you and know how to connect with you, because they got to put a name to the song, man. You can look at me, you know, like you can look at my face and say, oh, that's how that guy looks like he can sell some good music. Yeah. Just say, I got $1 million smile, like you said.
He's got the face.
So I just feel like you got to be able to have that personal touch with people, man, so they can relate to you.
Okay. What would you say is your favorite? Is the catalog your favorite part about being an artist? The whole process of being an artist, or is it the rehearsal? Is it the networking? Is it the being in the studio, being locked in, and it's just you and Byron just burning the midnight oil? Like what part about it motivates you so much? Because I see a lot of people that have talent, and that talent isn't enough to make you put in those hours and spend those all that money. $8,000 is not little money.
Yeah.
It's not little money.
Nah, it's really all of it, man. Like you gotta, like I said, it goes back to having a passion for it, bro. Like going into the studio, this is my favorite place to be, man. It's the studio, man. I put my phone on do not disturb. I'm like, don't talk to me. I'll talk to you after I get out of this session. I'm locked in when I get to these studio sessions, man. And Byron knows we don't play. We spending every minute of that studio session tweaking and working on stuff, man. And performing is another aspect. Like I said, I've been performing since I was 7. So being on that stage, it's just a raw energy that you feel from the crowd when they hear your song. Even if they don't know your music or if they don't even vibe to you, you can still see people head nod. And then you get them. Once you get that, you're able to see the people like just clapping their hands or moving and bopping. It's a whole energy that they feed off, man. And I feed off of that itself.
Energy is definitely important, and you definitely have that energy that I haven't seen from an artist in a little while. And you're not you have the energy of a fresh face just starting out, and you're a vet at this point.
I'm a rookie and a vet, man.
What are some tips that you have for the artists to not get burnt out or not get discouraged? You hear a lot of people talking down in Orlando like, oh yeah, I'm about to take my talents elsewhere. I'm about to go to Atlanta, or I'm about to go to LA. But you're here. Yeah. And we've been listening to your music for a minute now. I don't think I've heard a bad record. Like, I don't think I've heard a record that couldn't make it out the city. I don't know if I just asked you 3 questions at once. You good, man. But I guess we'll start with the Orlando piece. Like, what keeps you here? What keeps you so energized while being here?
I just feel like, I mean, you can make it out of anywhere, man. You can go to Atlanta. Atlanta's a hub, man. Like, you can go to Atlanta, but you can go to LA, New York, Miami. I haven't visited New York or LA yet, but Atlanta and Miami, those are great places to be. But Orlando is where it's at with the music, because it's not as saturated here, man. Yeah. Like, I feel like the one thing about Orlando that I could say that I could speak, like, I want to say negatively, but give some criticism towards is I don't feel like we worked and gel together as like a Atlanta or a New York or LA. I feel like once Orlando figures that out, and this is what I'm working on with the open mic series that I'm about to start bringing to Iconic Vision Recorded Studios in about a couple weeks here. I'm going to try to build this unity around here, man. And that's really one of the things I'm going to work with. And it's not a competition. That's one thing that I feel like that's what we're all doing, is competing with each other instead of working together.
I'm glad you mentioned that. Before we get down that road, go ahead and plug that open mic again. Just so
we are having the New Classic Events. That is my company. New Classic Events open mic series is going to be January 5th here at Iconic Vision Recorded Studios at 8 p.m. All artists, please come out. Creatives, please come out as well. Y'all can enjoy this vibe. Have a good time, man.
I feel like it's been a little while since I've seen an open mic in the city.
Like, oh, really?
There used to be a couple of them.
Yeah. Shout
out to Orange. Shout out to some of the other ones that we used to see. But what inspired you about starting one right now?
I just feel like it's been years in the making for me, man. I just feel I was waiting for the right time, and I just said, like let's go for it. So right now, like you said, there hasn't been one in a minute. I used to come out to all of them out here. I used to travel from Titusville to come out to all of them out here.
God bless you.
So it was like I said, there's nothing out there for me to go perform at. So I had to come out here. I had to go where all the magic is happening, man. So
That's
what
that
prompted me,
motivation. That's that not taking it for granted.
So when it came to having the opportunity to host my own, man, I was like, you know what? I got the equipment. I got a DJ. I can host it. I don't really care. I'm coming from an artist standpoint. I'm not here to make money off of people. I really just trying to bring people together, network, trying to see what we can do to help people out when it comes to as far as artist development and growth. That's really what it's about, man.
When you talk about artist development, I think that's an important piece.
Yeah.
Again, as someone who roots for the artist from a safe distance.
Yeah.
Because when I was younger and I had more energy, I fancied myself a manager.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I can run around with an artist I believe in. And yeah, y'all, I ain't doing that no more. I'm tired. But I'm still rooting for you. I'm just a spectator.
Yeah.
So why is artist development not like it's to the point now when we see an artist like a Doechii out of Tampa?
Yeah.
We're shocked to see artist development. It's like, wow, she's really good. It's almost like someone developed her.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you're supposed to do that.
Exactly.
You're supposed to do that with new artists.
Mm-hmm.
I think the labels really dropped the ball on that
The
piece.
labels definitely do. They don't really look out for the best interests of the artist anymore.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
I don't know if they ever looked out for the best interest of the artist, but before they used to pay like at least lip service to it.
Yeah.
But now it's so weird. It's just so. Is that something that you're wading into? You're still an artist.
Yeah.
You're still dropping quality music. You know, quality Black Hat, Michael Jackson moonwalking music. But do you see yourself working with the next generation of talent coming up and working that development and maybe signing somebody, maybe not signing somebody, maybe just doing consultation?
Yeah, absolutely. I do feel like I owe it to not just myself, but like the community to be able to take. I was always told reach back for the people behind you after you make it. I'm not even there making it yet, but I know that I know enough to where I could teach somebody. Just if I can't make it, I know somebody else will make it on my behalf at least.
Exactly.
So they can take what I know and learn from an earlier age than I did. I started learning music in all the music business and industry around 21. And I know that if I knew what I knew now, I probably would have been further along. So I'm going to teach all the things I know to the younger generation behind me.
Everything works out for a reason.
Yeah,
you
man.
know. One thing I'll say about Orlando as someone who appreciates Orlando is a lot of greatness comes out of Orlando's a testing ground.
Yeah.
Orlando will test you, and if it's quality, like if that diamond in the rough is a real diamond, Orlando's gonna let you know, hey, there's a diamond here.
Absolutely.
And fortunately, but unfortunately, you see a lot of our diamonds, you know, get recognized and then they get taken away. Like, and again, I think that's Orlando's role. I don't know if we'll ever be like Atlanta. I don't know if we'll ever have that unity, or if we'll ever be like that place where we push ourselves to the forefront. I think we're a background type city. I think we're a come here, you know, test yourself, get with Byron.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Get with
saying?
Byron.
Find you a Byron
Uh-huh.
and perfect your art so that you can touch those stages in LA or in Atlanta or whatever. But I don't want to go on for 3 or 4 or 5 hours on that particular note before we put out this information about this open mic again. It's going to be a lock party.
Yeah. It's
The whole
definitely a
team
lot
is
party.
going to be here. Who are we expecting to see?
So we're going to expect to see Darien the Great, obviously. We're also going to be expecting a few unknown artists who have been just starting out, and also some veterans. Like I got a friend named Christopher Marciano. Like again, he was featured on one of my songs. He is a big R&B singer. He's amazing. He actually records here as well sometimes at Iconic Vision Recording Studios, and I know for a fact that he's going to bring it. And I got another artist, my brother Phantom D. He's a rapper who he's like an East Coast style rapper, man, like a 90s East Coast rapper.
He went from
man.
the group and went the rapping route.
Yeah, and he's following in my footsteps a little bit.
Of course.
Yeah, of
Because
course.
big bro.
Exactly.
Y'all don't stop disrespecting your big brothers, man. We paved the way for you.
Yeah,
You're
man.
welcome.
We still doing music together, man.
Can't wait to see you.
Yeah, man. So, but there's gonna be like a good 20, 25 artists in the building, man. And we're all gonna just come in and have a good time and perform and just be able to have that fellowship together, man, and be able to feed off each other's energy and stuff.
Tell me about your selection process. Like, is it you that's picking the artists that you're going to be sharing
curated the artists, yes.
Okay. Tell me about that process. What do you look for? What's the vibes?
What I'm looking for is, man, I kind of wanted to get diversity, bro. So I want to get people who will come in here. One, obviously, like considering that if you're a new artist, I want to see what you got as far as your talent. There's a 15-year-old kid that I just discovered as well. His name is Jemiah, man. I don't know if y'all heard of him yet, but y'all will after this open mic. This kid is literally 15 years old. He sounds like I don't know who he sounds like, but he sounds like
Sounds
so
like him.
professional. He sounds like somebody like me as far as like where I'm at in my level of game right now. So I can only imagine where he's going to be 15 years down the line, bro. Like,
You gonna sign him?
I don't know if I'm gonna sign him, but he's growing,
Black
bro.
Hat Records.
Black Hat Records, man.
I love it.
Just being able to have a different diversity of music. You're gonna have R&B. You're gonna have pop. You're gonna have drill. You're gonna have hip hop. You're gonna have trap. So it's gonna be different kind of styles of music, man. And it's gonna be
Give
amazing.
them that date again and where they can get to, where they can tap in with you, where they can send their music so that you can pick them next time you do an event.
Of course. So yes, you're gonna follow New Classic Events _ on IG. We have a few links in the bio right there. You're gonna be able to find our artist sign up page, and also once we have, just stay locked in. I'm gonna post these events each month. We're hoping to find these locations and have these hopefully here at Iconic Vision Recording Studios more often. If not, we're definitely trying to see if we can still tap into the Orlando market. But just stay connected, stay tapped in. We're gonna keep going at y'all, man.
And shout out to you for caring. Shout out to you for caring enough to build a platform for other artists. Because not to talk on y'all, but again, I've come from a DJ world.
Yeah.
I play 50 artists in a night. Y'all artists really, like, it takes a certain level of self-assurance, of pride. The same way it takes to run for president. Like, you got to be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
You got to be kind of crazy to be an artist.
Gotta be
From my
crazy.
perspective.
Gotta be crazy.
I'm not going up there with you.
Gotta be crazy.
I'm not going
man.
up there with you. But there is a reason you're sitting here. You get what I'm saying? This was not just a favor. Shout out to Byron. I don't sit down with anyone that I don't respect. I don't sit down with anybody. And this wasn't like, we've been talking about sitting here for a while. So I've had time to go and look on your page and look at some of your music. And we're gonna get to that music right now. How would you describe your sound? Because I don't like comparing people. I like to allow people to describe their sound.
I like to think that I'm original, but I like to think if you had to compare it to somebody, if you have a mix between Drake and Kanye,
Okay.
and a little bit of J. Cole, that's where you're gonna find the realm of my music. So if J. Cole,
Interesting mix.
J. Cole, Drake, and Kanye all had a baby, you have Darien the Great.
Got you. Okay.
That's exactly what you're gonna hear.
Now
You're gonna
break
be
that
like,
down for us.
So
Like, what traits go where?
Exactly how you get to that. So you're gonna hear like the soft tones. I'm not like hard Drake, where Drake likes to be out of this mobster thing.
you're
but
not the mafia also?
I'm not the mafia Drake.
I was wondering. I saw the turtleneck. I was like, oh.
Nah, man.
Mob
But yeah,
ties.
I'm more of an R&B kind of Drake, man. And so that's where you're gonna get that. You're gonna get like the R&B slow music from that. Hip hop, you're gonna hear a lot of like it's just cold cash hip hop from the J. Cole lane. And then when it comes to like the singing with the autotune and stuff, that's where I get my melodies and stuff, is the Kanye
creativity,
lane. Yeah, the
mad
creativity.
genius in the booth.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a tradition here at 107 The Lock. I know it's our first guest, so you guys don't know about it, but surprise, we have traditions. One of our favorite traditions is we go for 10 for 10.
Go 10 for 10.
Give me 10 songs right now that's in your playlist right now that when you're sliding down I-4, like TK, you know what I'm saying? This is your rotation. This is your playlist. And we're going to take our time with it. I'm not in a rush. I could be here all night, so don't play.
10 for 10.
So really take a second and give me your 10 for 10 right now in the city. It can be you. All 10 of them could be you. I wouldn't judge you because, again, you're an artist. But, you know what I'm saying? Just give me your 10.
See, that's kind of difficult because I got
Take
a
your
lot
time.
of music, man.
Take your
It's
time.
a lot of music, a lot of eras of music.
We can spin back to it.
So I
can
know
spin back to it.
I know one song that I just love riding to. I definitely enjoy All of the Lights by Kanye West. That's one. Another one I definitely go to is No Role Models, J. Cole.
Okay.
You're gonna notice a lot of these ain't really current. I kind of feel like another song that I go to is Ballin' by DJ Mustard.
Ballin' by DJ Mustard. Okay.
That's a good ride song.
That's a little current.
It's a little current.
That's a little current.
I'm a little old school, man, when it comes to this music. I kind of appreciate the old school a lot more because it's
we're
like
old
timeless.
heads.
Old
We're
heads, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I ride. I'm gonna go back to the '90s with this one. I'm gonna go. We're gonna go Notorious B.I.G. Mo Money, Mo Problems.
Okay.
That was 4, right? That's 4 or 5. I think that's 4.
We're gonna call that 4.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna call that 4.
Let's see. Another one. How Do You Want It by Tupac. Jay-Z.
I like how. Hang on.
Yeah.
You're going fast. I like how you bring people together that otherwise wouldn't be together.
Yeah,
Like you go Biggie to Tupac.
Yeah,
You go Drake to Ye.
it's all
The
these
only
beats,
peaceful
man.
person you've mentioned so far is J. Cole.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just what it is. And I'm about to go Kendrick Lamar too, man. I like all the stars.
Gotta throw Kendrick
All the
in
stars
there.
by Kendrick Lamar, man. It's just something about that song, man. Let's see. I feel like another song that I can ride to.
Before we get into this last 5,
Yeah.
I do kind of want to nudge you to go a little bit local, though.
Go a little bit local.
Yeah, go a little bit local. You out here discovering artists.
You're
and
right.
you out here being an A&R for the streets.
Trying to be.
So, you know what
So
I'm saying? Shout out to Ye, but we know about Ye.
yeah, y'all know about
Introduce some Titusville cats.
So Titus, well, there's not many out there, unfortunately, man. So I'm gonna go with my brother. My brother got a good joint called he got a good joint called Popping Bottles, man. And it's a fire. It's featuring me, but I gotta give the plug to my brother because he definitely came out with that.
It's only shame if the song isn't good.
It's a good song.
That's
man.
my role.
Yeah, it's a good song. Byron made it.
Yeah,
Byron's the one that helped out with that one too. Up Down by Christopher Marciano. There's a song called Orlando. I forgot the cat's name, but he's from out here. It's called Orlando, and it's a catchy song.
Orlando, hang on.
I know the guy's name. I got it on my playlist.
It's not Jaffe. You're not talking
It's
about
not Jaffe. Nah, hold on.
Orlando.
His name is Azrael.
Okay.
Azrael, actually. I'm sorry.
Respect.
So
Shout out
that
to
song,
Azrael.
he made a song called Orlando. And it's about this shawty from Orlando that broke his heart, I guess.
It's only right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they good for that.
I mean, it is out here. But it's all over the place, man.
Pray for us.
It's funny. I had to, bro. I got married, and I had to pull my chick from Orlando and bring her to Titusville, bro.
Yeah, smart man. Smart man. Listen, every time I find myself liking a girl, I try to bring her to Pine Hills just to see
what it is.
Just to check the temperature. Like,
exactly.
can I bring you around my mom, or is this am I setting myself up for failure right now?
Yeah, man.
TK knows what I mean.
Yeah, man. But yeah,
Shout out
man.
to your wifey, by the way.
Appreciate it,
and the
man.
family.
Yeah, man. Appreciate it. Got 2 boys too, man.
They got the itch.
They definitely love music, man. They
be in the
definitely
stew?
both. They haven't been in the studio yet, but they've been playing some piano and
I like that.
singing, man.
Respect.
Mm-hmm.
All right, top 3.
Three more.
This is where it gets spooky.
Oh, man.
This is where relationships get bro. I seen you left me off your 10 for 10.
Ah, man. I don't want to obviously miss out on anybody at the same time, too. That's why I was trying to stay generic with it.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's dangerous being an artist, man.
You going to have to maybe go through the catalog real quick because I don't want to miss.
Listen, the cheat code at this point is when you just start naming yourself.
Mo. I'm
Nobody
going to name Mo because Mo deserves it. He's
Big Dog?
He's Big Dog Mo.
Shout out to Mo.
Mo is a good one out here, man.
What's that, a Koei? Shout out to Koei on the check-in.
Big Dog. Yeah, man. Mo was a good one. That man made it out, man. I gotta tip my hat to that dude, bro.
Got to. And shout out to AO.
Ayo, man. Ayo know what he doing, man. Ayo, the producer, he got that play the song by the Magic going out right now, man. That thing, that been everywhere, man.
AO is important. He's a lot like a Byron, where they don't have to be here, but the fact that they're here and they're accessible, you gotta give them their flowers.
Absolutely,
you gotta give them their trophies. So salute, absolutely.
Yeah, man.
Okay, 2 more.
Let's see. All right, so 2 more from the area here. I kind of want to just shout out this Lindy. Let me see what I don't have a song for him, but I know he's an artist that I've seen perform at a few Fusion and Company showcases, man.
Salute.
And there's another one, S. the Kid. That's another one, man. He's a fire rapper, bro.
That's a bad man.
He is fire, bro. Like he
is
be doing a lot of freestyle,
individual.
bro. Me and him been going back. I've known him for a good almost 5-10 years also, man. And that man, ever since I seen that boy perform on stage, he a fire, bro. It's been nothing but fire.
I gotta tip my hat to those of you like a lot of the artists that you named have been doing music. Like, this is not a new hobby.
Nah,
like,
they've been doing it for a while.
This is not a I'm just jumping into trash. I got some dollars. Let me get some studio time and play around with it.
Yeah, man.
Like, longevity is a art that you guys have been able to capture. So, how do you achieve longevity in a time like this where people's attention span is so low? Where they say people don't really care about music, man. They say people just trying to go viral.
Yeah,
they're talking about TikTok. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens to all these TikTok kids.
TikTok was a big integral piece, man.
Once you take TikTok away, are y'all gonna go back to listen to music? Can we get 3-minute songs again?
I hope so. Because I'm about to say, because we've been doing minute. It seems like minute songs, man. But
it's been nasty. It's been ringtones.
Yeah, man. But the longevity thing, man, it really comes back to putting all into like perfecting your craft, man, and just being able to stay at it, bro. You got to put a pen to paper every waking moment that you get, bro. Like I know sometimes I'll be up at some 2-3 o'clock in the morning after waking up, and I'm like, oh snap, I just got a song that idea, and I just start writing, bro, and it sticks with me. I could be at work too, not supposed to be doing it while I'm at work, but when I'm at work, sometimes I be getting that inspiration, bro, and I'm like, man, I just written the song in like 5 minutes.
Listen, music is my full-time occupation.
Exactly.
And the job that pays my bills has to know that.
For real.
The job that pays for the studio time has to appreciate that.
Exactly.
And respect it. Do we want to talk about the Drake and
Drake and Kendrick beef? That's a rabbit hole, man.
Do we want to talk about it?
We can talk about it a little bit.
I mean,
We'll
nobody's gonna kick us out unless Byron's watching and he wants to cut the power. I don't think they're gonna kick us out.
Man.
How did you expect to see that in your lifetime?
I did not expect that to see that in my lifetime.
I didn't think these new artists were that aggressive where they really could take it there.
I heard it was a hidden war, man, that's been going on for 10 plus years. So I know Drake kind of put Kendrick on at first with the tour. Mm-hmm. And I think Kendrick did not appreciate how Drake was treating him on that tour.
Right.
So he kind of was like, you know what? I ain't going to say nothing, but I'm going to step back and just let you do you.
That little brother type beat.
Exactly.
Rearing his head up again.
Exactly. So when Drake finally came out, actually Kendrick actually just did it when J. Cole mentioned the whole Big Three. Yeah. And he said, F the Big Three, it's just Big Me. That's what started this whole beef. It didn't start the beef, but it ignited the whole beef. I was just surprised how many people jumped at that thing, man. It was really like it felt like everybody was coming from everywhere. It felt like a whole world war that broke out for the hip hop game.
That was
bro.
Off-putting. I won't say it was off-putting, but that was the more surprising part.
Yeah, and then in that beef, bro, you also had other artists that we didn't even really pay attention to, like Chris Brown and Quavo. I'm like, who would have that was that in your bingo card in 2024, man?
That got dark fast.
That did.
That got dark fast. I'm not gonna lie. I don't pick fights with dudes that can sing and dance better than me. So not saying that it was on my bingo card, but why would you beef with Chris Brown?
I wouldn't even want to do that.
That's a bad decision on your part.
That's a bad business decision.
It went bad for him.
It did. I think he lost that one.
And I know that J. Cole is one of the names that you named, but you also named Drake. So do you feel like there's a space for beef? Do you think beef is necessary in the creative process?
Yeah, I think it is necessary because it's a competition. I feel like it's not really like it was I wouldn't want to say it was like an East Coast, West Coast beef because they were still doing friendly face with this junk. So like I feel like
it was Northwest.
Yeah, Northwest.
Northwest.
So
beef.
It got bad.
Shout out to Kanye.
Right, exactly. Shout out to Kanye. Another one, man.
Oh man.
Northwest. Oh man.
That's nasty.
But I feel like the whole thing with Kendrick and Drake, bro, like I feel like that was really one of more of those things where, like you want to start talking, I can take it further than you can.
Yeah.
And they try to outdo each other. And at some point, I was just like, man, y'all just going at it like y'all going at each other's throat, man.
It's wicked.
Bringing the kids involved.
It's wicked outside.
Calling each other's pedophiles and
only one. There's only one pedophile in the argument, and he's not handling it well.
No.
Do you feel like now that things have calmed down, the room has cooled down a bit? Have you looked back at the losing side's kind of offering in terms of the music? Because I keep hearing people coming back and saying like, oh, I don't even remember the names of the track that Drake.
So
Drake didn't know what he was signing up for, unfortunately.
No, he didn't.
But I wasn't rooting for him, but I like based on his previous work, I like how he handles the altercations.
Yeah.
The lyrical altercations. Like I like the planning. I like sending bottles to Charlemagne. I like all that.
He's very
I
petty.
like flying the plane over LA. Like that's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
So the crashing out, I was kind of like, dang. Not that I was rooting against Kendrick, because Kendrick is Kendrick. But it was like, I feel like there was a lot of missed opportunities. How would you handle a situation like that? If you were in that room, if you had an OVO chain, like how would you have advised? Like,
I don't think I could have handled it any different. You're going against K-Dot, man. Like I don't think you're not gonna out rap that man. That's the crazy part about it.
You gotta start singing.
You gotta
start singing.
You gotta start singing. But I feel like you would have had to come out. I feel like Push Ups was a good song that he came out with because he was going after Rick Ross. He was going after Metro Boomin.
That's when it was still fun.
Yeah, that was when it was still fun. They got dark. But I feel like he had to come out there and do what he did to Meek Mill, man. You should have came not only back to back, you should have went back to back to back and came out with 3 at a time.
K-Dot is not Meek. Dot would have just dropped.
You're right. He would have came out with
within
more.
3 hours.
Yeah.
The more you drop, the faster K-Dot is going to drop. And he's going to still be referencing stuff that you said.
Exactly. It was funny how he came out with songs that fast.
That's terrifying.
He really came out with songs fast, man.
I would have sent some bottles. Hey, send some bottles to LA. I don't want to do this no more.
Exactly.
Or would you say that, especially at your age, because that's kind of the narrative that I heard surrounding J. Cole pulling out. It's kind of like he's he's not at that point in his life no more. It's like, you guys are, at this point, it's still street poetry.
Yeah.
Like, we're still yelling in mics at each other. I have too much money. My family is doing too well. I just want to vibe. I want to relax. I want to work on my out. Is that more so the lane that you're in?
That's the lane I'm in, because I've been in a couple beats in my younger years, man. And even at that time, bro, like I knew I was like, you know what? I can respond, but should I?
Yes.
I mean, I could have.
If you're under the age of 30, absolutely.
Bro, I could have. But
if you're under the age of 30, absolutely. We're crashing out.
I mean, I wasn't crashing out that time either, man. I guess
Me and TK have debated this multiple times. We are still in our prime crash out phase. I'm getting to the end of my crash out phase just because I would rather sleep. And then y'all gonna clown me because I didn't respond fast enough and he dropped 2 records and I was taking a nap. That doesn't count. If I'm taking a nap during the beef, that does not mean you get a point.
Nah,
you gotta wait until I respond.
I didn't crash out. I didn't respond. I just was like, you know what? I can respond, but I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drop out another album and make people hear it. And that's exactly what I did. I turned something negative into something positive. And your negative annotation towards me brought me more publicity towards my music. So who's winning that?
You treated him like a fan?
Essentially, yeah.
Oh, you're dangerous. See, it's the hat. You gotta be careful who you choose to beef with, because people that wear hats and diamonds in their ears, they're gonna treat you like a fan. It's not gonna be fun. It's not nice.
Because you try to go after the clout, man. If you're going after the clout, why am I going to pay attention to you?
Would you do a versus?
I would do a versus, man. Yeah, I feel like I could do a versus. I've done a versus actually.
Where you did a versus?
So it was in Titusville actually. One of my promoters out there.
Y'all keeping Titusville secret.
It's low key though.
I don't like it. Y'all keeping it. Y'all should have called.
I think we should have verses out here. I feel like it would be a thing that we can. You know what?
Hey,
I had to plug that in.
Hey, TK
107 Lock versus. That's what we gonna start calling it right here, man. A versus would be fire. I feel like that would be a fire thing.
I think it's important because there is that competitive energy. Iron does sharpen iron, and then it makes it sweeter when you can tell that people generally don't like each other.
Yeah.
Like, who did Babyface do a versus with?
Babyface did he do it against Teddy Riley?
I think it was Teddy
Riley.
There's some rooms that you can tell, like, oh no, y'all actually don't like each other. But this is great because instead of fighting and instead of violence,
you take your hits and
I can just clown you on a lovely beat, on a piano beat.
Exactly.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
So what would you say the health of the music industry is at right now? If you had to give it a grade, where is music right now in the days and weeks and months following the biggest beef of our lifetime? I don't know about your lifetime, but definitely of my lifetime.
Well,
the biggest rap blow up music industry. Folks got lawsuits now. Labels getting
which is crazy.
mentioned.
Cease and desist.
Dudes beefing with Lucien. Never thought I'd see that.
Nah.
Where is the state of the music industry? Because it was dry for a little minute.
Yeah, I still feel like it's still kind of dry, bro. Like, I mean, we're getting better past that beat. That put a little spark into it, bro. But I feel like we're still working to have these artists come out and drop music and getting back to where they were before this whole thing happened, because it was a dry spell for a while, man. Nobody was really dropping nothing. We were sitting here for a minute just waiting on something to happen, and we finally got something to happen in the summer of 2024. So I feel like Drake's gonna drop something this year. J. Cole's dropping The Fall Off, which is gonna be huge this year.
I'm very excited to see.
Kendrick dropped the album and he performing at the Super Bowl, which is huge in New Orleans, even though it should have been Wayne. But
should it have been Wayne?
I think it should have been Wayne, bro.
Just because it's New Orleans?
I feel like that's
Have you seen
justified.
Wayne lately?
I've seen Wayne lately, but you gotta respect the legend, bro. Like,
I respect the legend, but the legend can barely walk. The legend just wants to sit and talk about football, man.
I mean, we had Dr. Dre a few
If
years
y'all
ago.
respect Lil Wayne, let Lil Wayne be on commentary. let him be a +1 and talk about the game. I think certain people like Lil Wayne don't need to be rapping anymore.
No, I don't.
Because literally when I was growing up, it was no big three. It was Lil Wayne.
It was Lil Wayne. That
and
was
then
it.
everybody else.
Exactly.
So to see it now and to see, like, I feel like at this age, our greats shouldn't be having to perform and shouldn't have to be working so hard.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's where Drake messed up.
Yeah.
Like, you are the biggest ever. You don't have to do this. Mm-hmm. Like, these L's are unnecessary.
Exactly.
Avoid the L's. I feel like that's a whole different conversation when you talk about black music, but just from an industry standpoint, I don't know if dropping music is even worth the effort right now. And I say that as a challenge to you, because clearly you're still dropping music and still dropping quality music, but is it being appreciated the way it's supposed to? Like, chasing streams feels like a soul draining, soul crushing.
It really is, man.
way to kind of corrupt an art form that I think is beautiful. Like, I still like, as a DJ, I like the music.
Yeah.
Like, I like the samples. I like being able to mix and hear where your influence came from. Okay, I'm gonna match this with this record. I think that will never go anywhere.
No.
But in terms of flooding the streets, like, I tell some of my favorite artists when I see them dropping, and when they reach out to me, I'm like, yo, you drop too much. Like, let it breathe. Let people appreciate something. They don't deserve
exactly
these clips that you.
Unfortunately, we're in the day of age where everybody wants it right now. So your song can go hot to not in a matter of a day, really, because if it's not like where. You could put out the best quality of work that you can imagine, and if you have like a split second of obviously going viral on TikTok, that song. How long does a TikTok song usually last? Like,
I'm not on TikTok. I'm old. I don't know the rules.
I had to get on TikTok, but yeah,
I don't know what's going on.
A good TikTok song that goes viral, it will last at least a good solid 2 to 3 months.
Really?
Generally,
that's the rule.
2 to 3 months a song, and then you're moving on to the next song. Now that's the TikTok realm. If you're going into a regular music realm, you don't even like if you're not like a Drake or a Kendrick or a J. Cole, your song might not even last a month. Your people are looking for the next big thing, the next song after that, because everybody wants something new. They want that fresh.
Imagine
thing,
you spent months working on your album.
Yeah, man.
And a basketball player come and drop a record and step on your release date. That's crazy to me. That's a wild time we live in.
I gotta give that man. I was like, I had to give it to that man. I was like, as soon as I heard that song, I was like, all right, Jello. I was like, you're dropping some heat. Whoa, swerve with that jump, man.
That's tough, bro. That's rough, bro.
Yeah, man.
Because I don't know how serious Jello takes this.
Maybe
he takes it very serious.
Yeah.
But I know he was shooting hoops a week ago.
Yeah.
Last time I seen him.
He just got signed to, apparently he just got signed to Def Jam and Universal Music Group. Like today.
A couple years ago that was cool, but what is Def Jam doing? Are they doing artist development now? Did they get back to that?
Nope,
Or
they're doing whoever's hot and they grabbing
nasty,
that. Just like that whatever, the Cash Me Outside girl that Universal signed them too a few years back, man. They just signed people who are hot.
I feel like I want to protect the actual talented artists that I meet. Like meeting, now that we've sat and talked, like I feel like I gotta protect you at all costs. I feel like if I was an artist manager in these days,
yeah,
forget dropping albums and forget dropping these projects. We're doing movies.
That's the smart thing to do.
YouTube is the play.
Oh yeah.
Was it Threads?
Threads.
Like we are building conceptual movies, films, visuals around this music. We're telling these stories.
Yeah.
I'm taking the old catalog that you dropped back in the day with those songs that you hate because you made them so many years ago.
Uh-huh.
Hold that thought, all that new stuff you're recording. We're going to go back and shoot another video for some old stuff you recorded.
That's smart.
Because, like, it's so much to adapt to. It's so much to pay attention to. And I hate seeing actually talented people get burnt out. Because it's only the talented people that get burnt out.
You're right.
People that are not talented, people that are just there for a check, that are just hot because they caught one.
Yeah.
And now they're doing hostings at Eden or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's smart. Yeah, man. I just feel like if you're really about it, if you're really passionate about it, I mean, that's a smart way to do it. Conceptual music and visuals and stuff like that. I feel like that's a new way that you all can introduce music to as a content. So it's definitely a smart thing to do.
I see a lot of legends that Bun B is selling burgers now. Like everyone that was supposed to get their flowers off of music and not have to do anything no more is having to do something else.
You got to do something else.
I don't want to see Lil Wayne dropping new music. I want to put you in a time capsule. Yeah. And enjoy your career and the catalog that you gave us while you enjoy the twilight of your life. But I feel like, especially in black music, whether it be R&B, whether it be hip hop, whether it be, like, we're not really seeing that. Whether it be reggae.
Yeah.
My mother's Jamaican.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be reggae and dancehall, like, Vybz Kartel should not have to be going on tour right now. No. I see that and that breaks my heart. I'm happy.
Yeah.
But it breaks my heart at the same time. It's a very strange time that we're in. So I say all that to say, good luck. Doing a great job.
Appreciate it, man.
Doing a hell of a job. You're doing a job I would not do. And I wish the best for you, man. Like,
appreciate it, man.
Keep doing what you're doing. Because, yeah, it's wicked. It's wicked outside. But I'll let you have the last word. Get your shout outs. Give flowers to who you need to. Give trophies to who you need to. And let's rock out. It's 107 The Lot.
All right. Well, big shout out to 107 The Lot, man, for having me out here for this event, hosting this wonderful, wonderful radio interview. Shout out to New Classic events. We're doing big things coming up here in 2025. I'm just trying to take it all in and soak it all in. And shout out to all my fans, all of my followers. Shout out to my family, my kids, my wife. I got to give a shout out to God.
Got to.
Just blessed to be here, man. Just be able to bless it and take all these opportunities, man. And that's really what it's about, man. Just taking all the opportunities as you can.
It's 107 The Lock. It's the Lock Party. We here. Campaign. My brother, make sure y'all run them streams up. Forget that. Buy the music.
Buy the music.
They still buy music these days?
You can still buy music.
You got a website, right?
Yeah.
Support artists. Support actually good artists. If it's not a good artist, then you can just stream them. It's cool. But like let's bring back buying music.
It helps the artists out a lot, man. Even buy the merchandise, bro. Like I got a t-shirt line that I've only sold. Not even like
you need to be selling hats.
I should actually
cop a hat right
I was working on that. It's part of the line,
hats
bro.
And
coming
turtlenecks.
up here.
It has to align with your brand.
You're right.
I hope you'll come back and join the Lock Party with us again. Man.
Absolutely, man. I would love to come back anytime, man.
You know where to find us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Damn near you got here before me.
That's a part of being a professional, man. Be it all time, man. You got to be on time to places, bro.
We're gonna be having that conversation in the future. But for right now, it's 107 Lock. What's the song? What we gonna ride out to?
We gonna ride out to Flexin', bro. Flexin' by Darien the Great and Kizzy Myers, man. Shout out to my friend Kizzy Myers
Myers. We're locked in. This is 107
Miami.
The Lock. Shout out to TK. Shout out to Byron. 107 The Lock, iconic. And we're out.